Our funniest moments. We had relaxed Rexes, crawling cats, silly sea lions, ferocious felines, darting dogs, and a cow who really likes to play soccer. Whew. Thanks so much to our panel and to our special guest, Lucas Grabio, and his dog Penny.
Thanks so much for having us on the show, Liz.
Bye, guys, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Elizabeth Stanton. We'll see you next time on World's Funny.